Hey Aquarius, thanks for checking out your weekly forecast for July 26th through August 1st. This is for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising. We're going to connect here and see what's coming up in the week ahead for you guys. If you happen to stumble upon this video outside of the time frames that I mentioned, don't you worry, you found it whenever you are meant to find it. We're going to go ahead and connect here and see what messages are coming up for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Be sure to, just kind of keep in mind these are general messages. Not every single thing is going to resonate, but take what does and leave the rest. So we're going to see what's happening for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising in the week ahead. So, the first card here is Five of Cups. And Five of Cups can be a card that comes up when we're trying to repress emotion or oppress feelings. It's also a card that can be kind of associated with disappointments, things not going the way that we had hoped. Now, keep in mind, guys, we're coming out of the full moon in Aquarius, okay? And you guys are Aquarius. And anytime we're in a full moon, we're going to be in our feelings, right? We're going to, the full moon is going to tug at our feelings, at our emotions. And this full moon in Aquarius was especially going to be bringing up emotional conflicts for some people. And being that you're Aquarius, some of you might have really felt that full moon in Aquarius pretty hard. And as you're coming into the coming week, you're still kind of processing or reeling from some of the experiences that you had. Five of Cups, though, is we're really tempted not to feel. So we might start looking for ways to self-medicate. Keep in mind, guys, self-medicating comes in every kind of shape and form. Yes, we immediately jump to the thought of alcohol or substance abuse, and that can be the case, but not always. It can be being a workaholic. It can be shopping. It can be getting tattoos. It could be food. It could be physical intimacy. It can be gambling. It could be video games. So many different things and ways in which we want to escape and we don't want to feel. And so Spirit is saying, let yourself feel, but focus on the good that you have, okay? And allow yourself to move forward. That's the message with the Five of Cups. Focus on the good that you have and allow yourself to move forward. I do feel this is such an, oh gosh, this is so random, and it always kind of freaks me out when Spirit does this. Spirit is drawing my attention to the eye that's crying in the cup. And for some reason, I heard drinking the tears of my enemies, okay? Which is a very dramatic saying, but maybe you guys have heard it or said it. I feel, even though this isn't the Five of Swords, I kind of feel a Five of Swords vibe, Aquarius. I feel like some of you wanted to drink the tears of your enemies or drink the tears of your haters. And you may have let somebody have it. You may have exposed somebody. You may have destroyed someone that maybe very well might have deserved it. But I feel the Five of Cups is coming up it didn't bring you the joy that you thought it would, and it opened up a whole nother can of worms. Okay? So, gosh, I just feel for some of you, you got some kind of revenge, but the revenge wasn't sweet. And Spirit is saying, instead of, grieving this, try to focus on the good that came out of the confrontation, and try to focus on the opportunities of healing that have come out of it. The next card coming up here for you guys, Aquarius, is the Knave of Wands. And so the Knave of Wands could be a younger fire sign person. I know a lot of people are used to watching tarot readings around love and romance. And so the court cards especially are seen as people coming into the situation. And that can be the case. Some of you could be dealing with a younger fire sign, a Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries. Could be energy that you're coming into. But for me in my readings, I try to focus on the cards in every way outside of love and romance. Page of Wands for me is a feistiness. It's an impulsiveness. It's a second adolescence. You're getting your confidence back. You're getting your fire back. You might be feeling a little bit impulsive. You might be changing the way that you dress, the way that you do your hair, like kind of like finding a new style, a new aesthetic, a new vibe. Putting yourself out there could be also like, feeling like you can take the world and like put it in your pocket kind of energy. So it could be very ambitious, very optimistic, very confident energy. Some of you might be dealing with someone who's trying to cheer you up. It's like, come on, Aquarius, let's go have a good time. Let's go do this. Let's go do that. The only issue here with the Page of Wands is sometimes the Page of Wands does not think about consequences and just is really living for the moment. So if you do have somebody coming in who's like maybe fun and bringing about change, just be cautious that they don't talk you into taking too big of a risk, or doing something that you might regret later. You might have to be the reasonable one or the logical one in the situation, and not allow them to push you farther than you're willing to go, because then you might be very uncomfortable with consequences that happen if you're living life completely and totally abandoning any caution, right? Also here, I feel like you need to be cautious of investments that you're making. You might have a lot that you're manifesting. You might be in a hurry to get something moving. And I feel some of you are like wanting to go all in. You're wanting to put all your money into something and kind of take this gamble or make this massive investment. And Spirit is saying, don't do it. Don't do it. Not that you shouldn't make the investment, but don't do it to where you're going all in, to where you're taking such a big gamble, to where you're like, well, this better pop, and it better pop soon, otherwise I'm in big trouble because everything is riding on this. Even though you might have a lot of confidence right now, and even though you might be onto something good, don't put yourself in such a dangerous situation. It's not worth it. Don't put yourself in such a dangerous situation where you're going all in and it's like do or die. Don't create a do or die situation for yourself. Your next card coming up here, Aquarius, is the Four of Swords. And Four of Swords is typically a card that comes up for me when somebody is emotionally and mentally through the ringer. Like you've been emotionally, mentally, sometimes even spiritually, or sometimes even physically. Like you've been through the ringer, and you need time to rest. You need time to recover. So Four of Swords is going to come in with a sense of prayer, meditation. It can even be healing through music. Separation, time away from others. So some of you are needing a little bit of a break from society, a break from the people around you. You may be taking some alone time. Okay? Some of you may be hearing from someone who's gotten in trouble. And they're like, Aquarius, you gotta help me. You gotta help me. If you don't help me, I'm gonna end up having to go to jail, or I'm gonna end up having to get forced in some kind of recovery program or something that I'm not wanting to do. Like they might be wanting you to rescue them from that. I'm not gonna tell you what you should do, because this is a general reading and we always want to look at things from a case by case basis. But at the same time, I'm just gonna say it's not our responsibility. Not even that it's not our responsibility. It just flat out is not possible. There's no possible way that we can rescue anybody else from their karma. We can't do it. If somebody is scheduled to learn some kind of lesson or grow some kind of way, we can't change that from happening. It's gonna happen. Okay? So I kind of feel like Spirit is telling you, like, distance yourself from this situation. Don't take it upon your shoulders. It's not your obligation. It's not your responsibility to rescue people from the choices and the decisions that they've made. Okay, you got to focus on you. You got to focus on, recharging, recuperating, getting your energy back. The next card coming up here for you, Aquarius, is the Ten of Cups. And Ten of Cups is happiness and fulfillment in every area of your life. Now, Ten of Cups, traditionally, like I said, people are used to watching tarot readings because they focus on love and romance. And over the years, Ten of Cups has come to mean like getting married and having babies and having financial abundance, just kind of having it all. And some of you might be manifesting that. Some of you might be making positive changes that's bringing more abundance and peace and love into your home, into your family life. However, the deeper meaning of 10 of Cups is inner peace and complete and total fulfillment. Okay? It's the happily ever after. And happily ever after is going to look different for different ones of us. For some of us, happily ever after is going to be, marriage and babies and the white picket fence. For other people, happily ever after might be being able to travel the world. For other people, happily ever after may be being able to adopt a child. It might be being able to, open up some kind of rehabilitation center or some kind of retreat, or master some goal that's like on your life list of things that you're wanting to do. It's going to be different for different people, but in general, the 10 of Cups is just saying whatever that happily ever after is, you're manifesting it. It's happening. You're seeing it unfold before your very eyes. You may want to check out your moon sign and rising sign videos, because some weeks those might resonate with you more than others. It might add a little extra information that could be helpful. If you would like a private reading with me, you can schedule by going to calendly.com/amethystangelite and schedule a private reading with me there. I thank you all for watching, liking, sharing, commenting, subscribing, and I'm wishing you all a wonderful week, my dears. Take care. Bye.